Today, it is strictly illegal for Lebanese citizens to have any contact with Israelis. And that means that any interaction, including phone calls, online chats, or media interviews, is considered a crime. But Jonathan El-Khoury, who was born in Lebanon but forced to leave and ultimately ended up in Israel, has just been interviewed on the Lebanese media platform This is Lebanon, despite these tough restrictions. Now, the conversation focused on the families of the South Lebanon Army who fought alongside Israel and are still widely labeled as traitors in Lebanese politics. And joining us now is Jonathan himself, an expert on Lebanese-Israeli relations. You have described this interview as history in the making. Why was this moment so significant for you personally? And what changed that made it possible now? How did this even come about?
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Natasha, for having me. I think it's a very historic moment in a few levels. First of all, it's a historic moment in Lebanese history because at the end of the day, this taboo that Lebanese are forbidden to speak with Israelis that are just across the border has been shattered. And, you can say that this has been shattered mainly after the Israeli ambassador to Lebanon met with the Israeli and the Lebanese ambassador to the U.S. as well. Sorry, I'm just confused. The Lebanese ambassador to the U.S. met with the Israeli ambassador to the U.S. a few weeks ago, and they had this historic moment where they took pictures together. And then this taboo has finally shattered, where the Lebanese government is making a direct negotiations and talks with the state of Israel. And this is also has been transmitted and in somewhat has been going on to the Lebanese public that are saying, we are sick of wars. We don't want these ridiculous laws that are so outdated from the last century, from 1955. We are in a completely different state. We are in a completely different state of mind that we want to talk. We want to be able to talk with people across the border, but also, most importantly, to speak with fellow Lebanese that had to flee Lebanon and live in exile in Israel, although equally equal to the law in Israel as citizens of the Israeli state. But at the end of the day, we are also Lebanese that were forced to leave our country because of Hezbollah's occupation of south of Lebanon on behalf of the Islamic Republic of Iran. And this incredible taboo has been shattered. And I'm so happy to be part of this incredible history with Huna Lubnan, This is Lebanon, that published the interview yesterday. And also today, another interview was published with myself and also Mariam Yunus, another Lebanese activist, Israeli activist living here in Israel, and Political Pen. This is another major online platform that featured us also in a joint interview.
What was the response to these interviews on the part of Lebanese viewers? Obviously, in this interview, you were focusing on the South Lebanon Army families, your personal story. But was the response positive or negative?
Yeah, well, I've seen numerous positive comments on these interviews, mainly in Arabic, but also in English when some of them were translated and started to kind of go across social media in the world. And I want to salute. At the end of the day, there's these journalists living in Lebanon that took it upon themselves, and also the networks that decided to take a very much calculated decision to feature Israeli-Lebanese on Lebanese TV, mainly to say that it's about time that we solve these cases. And also the case of the South Lebanon Army that has been for 26 years, been this huge taboo in Lebanon where we were forbidden to even respond and express our concerns or even correct the history that has been completely, you can say, turned into the wrong and has been used to criticize Lebanese and even put them in jail. And, Celine from Huna Lubnan and also Ricardo from Pen TV, this is a Political Pen. This is very much incredible. And we weren't able to do it if it wasn't for their courage. And they want to say also, I don't want to put words in their mouth, but I believe that they're saying that we are in this new era. We are opening a new page with the relationship between Lebanon and Israel. And we want to live. This is what we want. You will not kind of forbid us from being able to dream and speak about peace between Lebanon and Israel.
It's interesting because what you're saying probably sounds completely foreign and strange to people who are watching the news from abroad in the Middle East who say, wait, I thought Israel and Lebanon were fighting. Obviously, we are seeing the ongoing violations of this, so-called ceasefire between Hezbollah and Israel. Would you say that there is kind of a mainstream, larger change in the perspective of Lebanese on the ground right now when it comes to Israel?
Oh, yeah, I can say that almost 80% of the Lebanese public today supports the direct negotiations with Israel and also support the disarmament of Hezbollah. And this is huge, where we've seen throughout the last more than a decade, the Lebanese public have been suffering so much under the occupation of Hezbollah, where journalists have been assassinated that went against them, political activists, even politicians and prime minister of Lebanon that was assassinated on the hands of Hezbollah because they refused to accept the Syrian occupation of Lebanon and also refused to accept Hezbollah as an armed terrorist organization using Lebanese soil to fight wars that are foreign to Lebanon and are not in any chance or any case part of the Lebanese cause. And this is something that we're seeing this flood of people going against Hezbollah from the Shia community, from the Sunni community in Lebanon, also from the Christians, of course, community and the Druze community in Lebanon, where you have almost full senses in Lebanese public. And also the Lebanese public know today that Israel's war is not against Lebanon. It's not against the Lebanese people. It's against this terrorist organization that is called Hezbollah that has been occupying Lebanese territories for more than 40 years on behalf of the Islamic Republic of Iran. And Israel's war is against the Islamic Republic of Iran, not the Lebanese public and not Lebanon itself, where Israel recognizes Lebanon's sovereignty, basically, with these direct negotiations. And this is very much huge, kind of, you can say, step that fear that was holding on the Lebanese public because of Hezbollah has completely shattered. These taboos are already so outdated, and we're definitely opening this new page in our two nations' histories where you can say, I'm both of these two, and I'm very much excited because I see myself as a Lebanese Israeli, this, strange identity that was created because of the geopolitical and political aspects of the region. I am the bridge. We are the bridge, the sons and daughters of the South Lebanon Army. We are today the bridge between the Lebanese and the Israelis, where we are living here in Israel. We
Right.
know what the Israelis are thinking, and we can transfer that to the Lebanese public and vice versa. With the Lebanese public, where we are showing the Israelis how much they just are sick of wars and just want to be able to live in peace.
Jonathan, as per usual, a pleasure to have you with us. Absolutely fascinating to hear your perspective and to see the fact that you were able to take part in this interview on Lebanese media. Hopefully, there's going to be more interviews like it in the future.
Amen to that. Thank you very much, Natasha.